Welcome back to MLB 21 Questions. It's brought to you by DraftKings. I've got Jack at the table, Jake at the table, and Zoe playing for the first time. How the game's going to work, they're going to get 21 questions to figure out the baseball player whose screen I'm looking at right now. This time we're going to do an easy, medium, and a hard, and we're going to obviously start with the easy. So you guys take it away. What's your first question?
Was 21 Questions a dating show?
Yes, it is now.
Is it?
Yep.
It's like that's a decent idea for a dating show. You got 21 questions to see if you're going to
Oh,
go
wait,
on
Zoe
a
asked
date.
me a question. That's one question.
20 more to go.
Hey,
Dating
zip
show.
it the H up.
Okay, sorry. I don't want to waste our next 20 to secure a date.
We're gonna
with
cook
Tighten
all
up
of
those
I think
lips,
21
bro.
Questions is one of those games that transitioned from olds to like they actually made like a board game on it.
Yeah, it's got to be
I
something.
had
But I
the
think it was the
little-
original like I think it was like a car game.
I
like,
think so,
I'm
yeah.
I'm thinking of
I
someone.
had a little
Are they a
buzzer
president?
thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
always a president.
Are they bigger than a bread box?
Yes.
This player's not a president.
That was the whole thing? People use bread
I'm
box?
afraid to talk to Jolly anymore because I want to.
I didn't count it.
It's like a
20 more
doesn't count.
questions.
It doesn't count. But you
Bread
got-
people use
I'm
bread
putting
box?
I'm putting
No.
a 30
Is it
second
bigger than a
timer.
bread box? Would be like a thing you
Oh.
ask.
I might need to install like a shot clock.
Dude,
These
bread
two.
boxes are awesome.
Was this player born in America?
This player was not
Oh shoot.
born in America.
Well, that's good
Jake.
information.
Not American.
Did this player primarily play in the outfield?
This player did not
Okay, my bad.
primarily play in the outfield.
Could be good.
Does this player have any hobbies?
No.
See, that's where
no question.
Zoe has
I get yes. This player had hobbies.
shit.
Good. Note it down.
No. Nothing.
Hobbies.
Counts. I let the first one slide.
I don't-
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's valuable.
Yeah, no, but we want to get in the
Marcus
least
and
amount.
Aiden.
Oh,
And we're four
It's
down
okay.
now.
It's okay.
I see.
This isn't easy. We're gonna
Right.
figure this out.
Wow.
Is this player active?
This player's active.
Okay.
Can I take
An
my question
active,
back?
not American player.
No, you
Should I
troll.
guess so
I'm
that
leaning Shohei.
So that's 4 questions then. I would not give
Oh.
you Shohei. Come on.
I'm starting to not lean Shohei.
should we do DR?
Should we ask if
maybe ask like, wait, what do you want? You're learning.
Should we ask if they like pitch? If you're leaning Shohei,
You can ask if they.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
are they a pitcher?
They're not a pitcher.
So why would you ask that?
Okay, so they're an infielder.
I liked my hobbies question better than that question.
That was your 5th question.
Not pitcher. So they're probably an
That's not my
infielder.
fifth.
No, that's your
International
team's
born infielder.
We're a team.
Personally.
Yeah, we're
I'm
a
not
team.
keeping track
Yeah.
of your question stats. No way.
We gotta. We're
Not
the
outfield.
dough. You're the chocolate chips. We gotta fold you in.
Am I currently in the American League?
You are currently in the American League, yes.
Okay. So I'm an American League infielder, we think.
Who doesn't pitch and has hobbies?
Or catcher.
Who doesn't pitch and
I think they have hobbies.
Should I guess Jose Ramirez?
Do I play in the AL East?
Do you play in the AL East? I need like a time parameter for your question.
Oh.
You said I'm active.
Yeah.
Do I currently play in the AL
You
East?
do not currently play in the AL East.
So it's not
As of
Jose
2025.
Ramirez.
But he has before.
Based on
Maybe,
the wording
yeah.
of his
Maybe.
question.
Do I
seems
currently play in the AL West?
You do not currently
Okay,
play.
so I'm in AL Central.
like- Ooh.
Do I hit righty?
Yeah, you hit righty.
Do I only hit righty, I said.
Yeah, you only hit righty.
Okay.
You did not say.
That's what I said.
That's one
Okay,
question.
I'll
That's
give-
one.
I'll
That's one
give it
question.
to you.
I think I'm gonna just position.
Okay.
Is this player a third baseman?
This player's not a third baseman.
Okay, we have 3
Oh,
options.
it's narrowing it. 4.
Catcher as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a catcher though.
Is this player primarily a shortstop?
This player is primarily a shortstop.
Okay, that's you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we need AL Central shortstops who hit righty.
Okay. So
So-
Correa's on the Twins, and he's kind of a tricky, probably not born in America. Might be born in America. Is he from Miami? I don't know. Is that A-Rod? Bobby Witt, American, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's out.
Should we? So here's my pitch. If you guess a name, should that be the end of the round?
If we're playing on hard mode,
Are you guys playing for realsies or for baby stuff?
I think we're playing for realsies.
All right. So once you have your name, that's it.
Well, we
Okay.
should narrow it down.
okay, well that changes
Yeah.
things, Jolly.
That's why I said it
in the
now.
easy round.
That eliminates the throw a dart
Well,
though.
do you guys know where Correa's from? He's on.
I don't think. I mean,
I think
'cause
he played
Baez-
on Team USA.
Because
Baez
Baez
is from
was-
Puerto Rico.
So should we ask?
Am I from Puerto Rico?
Yes, you are from Puerto Rico.
Okay, so it feels like it's Baez.
Am I on the Tigers?
I am like this actively currently.
Actively, currently.
You are not on the Tigers.
Oh shit.
I think
Oh, okay.
Correa played for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well,
Well,
We have questions.
we have questions.
I feel like are we missing a short? The
You guys are on your
Twins used
14th question. You have plenty.
Do I
What's the
actively
last
play for the
Central?
Twins?
Yes.
Bobby.
Okay, it's Carlos Correa.
Is that a question, though?
No, he plays for the Twins actively.
I'm leaning correct.
I feel like it's
Correa.
Do you understand the game yet?
I
He
get
figured it
now.
out.
Yeah.
You're
You're asking a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I think he already gave it to us, but do it again.
Am I Carlos Correa?
You are Carlos
Okay,
Correa.
there we go.
Perfect
15
game.
questions. So you rose up to the moment. They kind of
Yeah.
shrunk.
Do you know what hobbies Correa has, or did you lie?
I think he plays video games.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not like one
That's
of
a
his
hobby.
things.
I don't know.
Could also be a career.
All right, he's a millionaire. That's his hobby. How about that?
It's not a hobby, man. That's
What?
just a financial
Investing?
More
status.
money, more problems, man.
Okay, I consider this a medium. So I'm saying this in
What's all
advance. Okay.
So this might be harder?
No, I don't think it's that hard.
Are you like one of those coffee shops you go to when you order a medium and it's just a glorified small?
I am not a coffee shop.
Am I under 30 years old?
Nice. So
This player currently is not under
Okay,
30 years
old
old.
guy.
He was.
Older guy. Well, currently.
currently over 30.
He was under.
But that could be a lot.
At
they
one
could,
point,
they,
yes, he was.
They
under
could be
30.
100 years old. Right?
Yeah.
Are these only active MLB players, or
No.
do you do retired? Oh, sorry.
You can have.
You can ask that.
I was meant rules of the game, but I see.
Right.
I
No, no,
see.
There's
they-
no rules.
they
That's
can
why
be
we keep
retired.
telling you to.
Oh.
That's why we keep telling you to stop Jumanjiing us.
It's very
And you just keep
abstract.
screaming
well,
questions.
I'm going to follow up that question. I like
Please.
that question.
Okay.
Are they an active MLB player?
This player's not active.
Retired.
Good question by me.
No, well, yeah.
He's cooking.
Could have been one question. Anyways,
Could have been.
did I make any All-Star teams?
Did I? No, I did not make an all-star team.
Was this player a pitcher?
This player was not a pitcher.
All-Star, not pitcher.
It's never a pitcher.
Charlie thinks this is medium. Okay. Did I primarily play in the American League?
That's a great question. I did primarily play in the American League.
That's helpful for this.
Mostly AL.
Was I an outfielder?
I was an outfielder.
Okay. Percentage-wise, that's good. There's only 3
It's true.
positions.
There's only 3 outfielders.
A name just popped in my head, and I want to pursue it. Did you already ask this? Your penmanship. As a bad penmanship guy, I'm struggling a little.
Jack and I have the worst handwriting in the office.
It's a tough
I'm up
handwriting
there.
trio.
Not
I'm
to
up
move
there.
you out.
Someone else asked a question.
What were you thinking?
What were you thinking? Who's,
Yeah, I mean, you
this
can
is with,
sp- you
this
can
is you
spitball
not guessing.
names.
Who's how? I don't know who it is. Who's currently on your mind?
Someone just popped in my head.
That's
Right.
fine.
Vividly.
It's not a guess. You can
Yeah.
say their name.
Oh, I'm just thinking Alex Gordon. Wow. He popped in my head.
Awesome. I'll put it down in our maybe.
So he
Yeah.
was initially, I was like, oh, retired primarily.
Did he play in the
AL.
NL?
He didn't. I think
Mostly
he was a
AL.
Royal. Did he stay a
It's a
Royal?
lot of Royal.
A lot of Royals.
He might have ended up somewhere weird, but
But
Padre?
so I was interested about.
I love that he's on your mind.
I don't know. He popped in my head immediately. You want to know what I thought of?
He was an all-star.
I thought of the retired Alex Gordon tweet from the Royals. Because I remember being sad that day.
Alex Gordon was an all-star, though, no?
I don't know.
You'd think. You never really know, you
Maybe.
know?
When
A lot of Gold Gloves.
the year with the Royals just were every
Oh,
all-star.
was he one of those guys?
Could have been.
Yes. Okay.
I feel like he's
Good
an
deductive
all-star.
reasoning.
Um,
Too risky.
That's also just a random name that we talked
am
about
I
for a while.
American?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex
Alex Gordon's still on the
lives.
table.
Alex Gordon stands. Did I primarily play in the American League Central?
You did not.
Bye, Alex Gordon.
Alex Gordon out.
Primarily.
That's honestly good, though, because
Yeah,
now
we
now
needed him
can,
gone.
yeah.
We needed a fresh slate.
Or Alex Gordon blinders off. Did he mainly play
Oh.
in the AL West?
This player did primarily play in the AL West.
Okay, I have a fake guess. The name in my head is Josh Reddick.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
He was primarily A's.
West.
And Astros, yeah.
Played Astros.
That's
That's a good name.
glad
Is he
you
an
guys like
all-star?
that. I think so. He's good.
He's kind of a good guy that wouldn't be an all-star.
Do I hit only left-handed?
Do you hit only left-handed?
Yes.
Is your question? No.
Okay.
Switch.
He's a righty.
Could be
or-
righty or switch.
That was a good way of asking that question.
Thank you.
Was Josh Reddick
So we
a
can
switch?
eliminate lefties. I think Josh Reddick
Yes.
was lefty. I
Right.
think Cole Calhoun was lefty, who's another one of my...
One of Jack's favorite players.
He was on my murder board. And I like calling that a murder board. We go for team?
I think so. Because our murder board is low.
Murder board is super low. It's only Trumbo, and that could have been
Yeah.
with you guys before the round started.
True. He's always in my head.
Trumbo and Calhoun are like two of my all-time greats.
Jack's Mount Rushmore.
And if we don't, it's probably not the A's.
Oh, wow.
I mean, maybe.
Unless it's like Chris Davis or something.
That's actually really good.
Because he was good, but wasn't an all-star probably.
Did this player in the AL West play primarily for Oakland or the Athletics franchise?
Yes.
I'm
What
putting
was-
someone on the murder
Feeling
What
board.
was
like-
Davis's big year homer-wise?
He hit
Did
the
go
same
40?
amount. No, that was average.
Hmm?
He hit the same average 3 years in a row,
Yeah.
exactly. Not helpful to your question.
Average?
Yeah.
I thought he was a big power guy.
He was.
He
Well,
was.
it wasn't good at.
He had
He
the
hit
same batting average I
like
think
247
247 or something like that.
247 3 years in a row.
Did this player have the same batting average multiple years in a row?
No.
No, Chris Davis, I don't think.
Does time frame help us? Does position help us?
I don't hit
Time frame's
frame.
not horrible.
How do we ask that though? Because he could play of like 1 year
Right.
in the
Yeah.
2000s.
If center field's in,
Yeah.
we think only center fielders. If center field's out,
Yes.
corner guys make a little more sense.
That makes sense.
Is this player a center fielder?
Primarily?
Did this player primarily play center field?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so who was A's center fielders?
I mean, Coco's on the board, I think, for sure.
He's on the board.
Coco's on the board,
Never an all-star would be... I could see him never being an all-star.
I don't
right?
think he
Who's
was.
a retired A's center fielder that was kind of good. That wasn't an all-star, but we would know.
Yeah.
And it isn't Josh Reddick
Right.
or Chris Davis. But they were corner, I guess, sometimes.
I'll say this. You guys have done an excellent job this round.
Thank you.
You've used your questions very well. It's been very impressive.
No, he's...
Good return to form.
Is he taunting us?
No.
I was really... I don't,
Easy
this,
should not have gone to 15
This is an
questions.
insight on
Right.
how my brain works. I immediately was just trying to remember what Coco Crisp jersey number with the Red Sox was. Because I was like, what was his... I was just trying to
18?
remember what his jersey number was.
Right.
It's too risky of a question because I don't know.
I mean, I could ask.
as a question.
I could ask if,
but I was
this-
just trying to remember.
if the player had the same first and last initials.
Yeah. Did he play on the Red Sox also?
Did he play on the Red Sox is pretty big.
You can ask that.
Did he play on the Red Sox?
This player did play on the Red Sox.
Okay, so... This feeling...
Played on Red Sox.
So who else was center fielders for the Red Sox and the A's than Coco Crisp? Retired.
J.D. Drew. No.
Am I a World Series champion helpful? Because Crisp was on the 07 team, right?
I would ask you. I don't
know
remember.
exactly.
I think he was.
Feels like a risky question.
Maybe. Like 97% sure he was on that team?
I mean, should we just ask, does he...
Can we ask if his name rhymes with Coco
Yeah,
List?
is that allowed if we just say, is it a double CC guy Mario Kart style?
I just don't want it.
Maybe we're bottlenecking ourselves into this one person.
But
Is
if it
the-
isn't,
Does the name that he operated under as his first name while playing baseball rhyme with Loco?
Yes.
Okay, we got him.
it could be anyone.
No.
Am I Coco Crisp?
You are Coco Crisp.
He was a
Okay.
World Series champion, right?
He was a 2007 World
Okay,
Series
so
champion.
you know ball.
Nicely done. Yeah, you guys I was looking at Reddick and Davis. I was like, oh shit, like a lot of that lines up, but you guys
Yeah.
navigated that well. That was a good
Did-
medium, I think.
Did Reddick ever play? Reddick never played for the Red Sox,
Reddick was
right?
a Red Sox.
Was
yeah.
he?
Yeah,
I was going back and forth
So I was
there.
like, if they go,
Trashy.
if you didn't ask the primary left-handed question, I think you would have went further
Yeah.
down that road, and it would have got
How
hairy.
many years was he a Red Sox? One?
I think one at
It was
like
some
the
bad.
very beginning, and they traded him. Before I let these fools ask another question, I got to thank the DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring today's video. They say baseball season is a marathon, not a sprint, and that's a good thing, folks, because there's plenty of games for us to bet on all along the way from April to October. No better place to do it than the DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, all new customers who bet just $5 can get $200 in bonus bets instantly with promo code JMBaseball. From every game day until the champagne is finally popped and the trophy is lifted, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered with same-game parlays, odds boosts, and so much more. So download their app right now, use promo code JMBaseball when you do, bet just $5, win $200 in bonus bets only at the DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And now let's get back to our video. All right, I got a hard mode. We'll
Got a hard on.
I got a hard on for this.
If there was a Reddit called Trashy Baseball Boners, it would be Josh Reddick in a Red Sox outfit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good
And
one.
with that, hard mode's ready.
Reddick.
So you guys can
I
take
don't know if that
whatever you
makes
want.
it.
I think it's in. It's a Dan work at it.
I was
so
trying to
think
come up with one
everything's
of my
in.
own.
Is this guy? Just say a name. I did it right. Is this a pitcher?
This is a pitcher.
Whoa.
Bing.
Boom. Pitcher. All right, Zoe, you got to top that.
I like knowing if he's active or not. That really
Yes,
changes
yes.
how I think. Is he an active player?
This player is not active.
Okay, because now I can rule out basically everyone
Yeah.
who I watch.
Retired pitchers.
No way.
Retired pitcher.
Yeah.
Jerry Blevin. Putting him in my murder list.
Moylan's still on there too.
Oh, shoot. Am I primarily known from pitching in the American League?
Yes.
Okay, so a retired American League pitcher.
John Lester on the table. This is also hard.
It's not Lackey.
Yeah. Lackey's
Lecker-
probably.
Lackey and Lester.
He was really good too.
Lackey sucked with the Red Sox till that 1 year.
Nasty on the Angels though.
Yeah.
People
Yeah, sure
hated
was.
him. It's the Commonwealth.
I mean, straight up vice principal looking guy.
Ooh, a little bit.
But like Game 6 World Series 2013, nails.
Jolly, do you think you're going to get us?
I don't know. I felt that way last time, and then you guys got me on like question 19.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I can't say
Shelfie
it
was cooking.
Shelfie was cooking. That was like a
Yeah.
really good video for him.
Was I primarily a starting pitcher?
I was not.
We're thinking relievers.
Do we throw a closer in there?
So all of our murder board has been murdered.
Well,
I think we leave that for now.
okay.
Isn't
Oh,
that the
Moylan and
goal?
Ben
Blevin and
Blevins. I
Moylan.
forgot
Oh.
about Moylan and Blevins. Oh, wait a minute.
They're NL guys though. Should we just throw it in AL East? Because if it is, then we're feeling nice. Because we got Yankees and Red Sox.
Sure.
Was this player primarily relief pitching in the AL East?
You gotta do some math.
Okay, just so he's a journeyman.
It's good. That was good deductive
Oh.
reason.
This player. Hang on.
It's tight.
I gotta
Wow.
do some math. Hang on. Sorry.
Tight.
Okay, so this is
also
already
gives me
good.
long,
Yeah, this
long
is huge.
career.
Definitely. If it's like a guy who pitched for 3 years. Okay.
It's a waiver wire guy.
Like go to Rule 5.
Okay. Yes, this player primarily pitched in the AL East.
Okay, but it was close.
It was close.
AL East, kind
Wasn't
of.
there a reliever who pitched on every AL East team?
And it makes me think this person hopped around.
Yeah.
Jolly did math.
Or was that a hitter?
Steve Pierce,
Steve Pierce,
Mm.
World Series champ.
VP.
I mean, there's relievers that have been.
David Price should've gotten
Edwin
that.
Jackson. He's
Right.
played on like 8 teams or whatever.
He started a lot, though.
Yeah.
Jack, can I tell you something crazy?
What?
Since you guys are not going for him, that was my original hard mode, and then I switched it.
Really?
And you
Wow.
got there on question 6. It's pretty good.
If
It's
it
not
was
him.
him, though, I probably wouldn't have got there.
Right.
He felt too hard to like. I thought about the primarily and AL East
questions
question
are
for
tough,
him, and I was
yeah.
like, I'm going to be sitting
Yeah.
here for 5 minutes.
Do I throw primarily with my right arm?
Good question.
Yes.
All right, so
So
we got a
he's
righty.
not ambidextrous. Well,
Imagine.
Righty.
Primarily.
Jerry Blevins. Off the murder.
Jeez.
While we're here, I feel like this could be a fun brainstorm. Who's like a retired? If I tell you a retired AL East reliever who maybe hopped around, who's some? Are there any names that pop up? Does this player have over 100 career saves?
They do.
Okay, so we're thinking
This is a
closer.
closer.
Closer guy.
AL closer that like we kind of maybe barely know,
Righty.
Wow.
but it also could be someone we really do
They're
know.
Watching this. Am I American? It's always me.
I was not born in America.
Okay, Koji's not out.
He's on the table.
He's on the table.
Am I from Japan?
I got
No.
lost.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
not born in Japan.
Gotcha. That was exciting, but it needed to either
Yeah.
go or stop.
Does another country help us at all? Like,
I mean,
No, because it's-
not American, not Japan. We're assuming the Caribbean.
yeah.
More or less. Did I retire before 2020?
I did.
Okay.
Okay.
That was your 10th question.
So I would lean a little bit older.
How about this? I think I can kill a couple birds while getting stoned. Did I pitch mostly for the Yankees or Red Sox?
In my career, I did not pitch mostly for the Yankees or Red Sox.
Huge.
Okay.
Huge eliminator there.
So they could have been on those teams,
But not
Yeah.
known.
but probably. So Toronto, Tampa.
And just for future reference, if that had been true, I would have just said yes. I wouldn't have told you what team.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I knew it. I was either eliminating 2 or 3. Did I pitch of Toronto, Tampa, and Baltimore? Did I pitch primarily for Toronto?
Did I pitch primarily for Toronto in my career? No.
Okay, Fernando Rodney. Too easy.
I'm interested.
He was the Rays. Jumped around a lot.
Put him on the murder board.
Did he play for another AL East team?
I mean, he pitched so many places.
I mean, he could have
It's
been on the
wild.
Orioles.
Does this person have 2 first names?
No.
I mean, Rodney's a first name.
Right.
So is Fernando, so I think he's out. Not 2 first names.
I like that question.
Thank you. Of the AL East teams, did I pitch primarily for Baltimore?
No.
So, Array.
So we think Array, which Fernando Rodney was our lead.
That was our big Ray poll.
But that's good because if we had asked that first, we would have been thinking for sure Rodney.
It's true.
So, primarily in my career, I did not pitch for the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah. But he could have pitched there for 3 years.
I mean, I don't need a full timeout. Of the clues that I believe have been given, of the AL East teams, they've primarily been with the Rays the most. Or we've interpreted a question wrong.
The question you've been asking is, did I primarily pitch for X team?
Of the AL East teams.
I haven't been factoring that in.
Okay. That's tough.
I thought you were factoring
I
that
think
in.
I said it that last time for sure.
Did you say it the first time? Because your first time asking was kind of weird.
Okay.
You said
We're in a weird round.
Yeah.
Yankees and Red Sox.
These 3 got iced us.
So, we have made no progress on the AL East.
So
then.
we may have lost the team. We may have lost the team.
I think this is a guy who's
You
played.
know that primarily he's been in the AL East. You know that primarily for his career he hasn't pitched for the Yankees, Red Sox, Blue Jays, or Orioles the most.
For his career.
For his career. That's what you guys know.
That's all the AL
So
East
it
teams?
almost feels like he wasn't. So he probably started his career
Okay.
outside the AL
Yeah.
East.
Yeah, so this is what he did.
And then ended up bouncing around there for a while.
So this guy's known from another team, but
Vagabond.
then went to 2 of the AL East teams and was okay. But this guy got 100 saves with another squad.
Did I retire before 2015?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm old.
So, but he was still kind of around.
Did he retire before 2015? So that means
He didn't.
he retired between
15
16.
and, yes.
20.
Okay.
If they ever close the World Series game is interesting. It sends
We
us
gotta-
down a fucking path.
We got to hope for a yes.
Were they what was the question?
Did
We'd
they
ask
ever-
that. Were
did
they
they
the
ever-
closer on a World
Did they
Series?
ever
team?
close a World Series game?
No.
So maybe
Okay.
bad. That got us nowhere. That was a risky one.
You took a shot. You took
We need to throw a dart here.
Should I just find out if they're a Latin player? Does that help us?
Maybe.
I mean,
Yeah.
we kind of know that, but we don't.
I think that helps us.
Am I a Latin ball player?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
4 questions left is what you guys have. The 21st question has to be a guess.
Do I have over 200 saves?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, and you had to kind of be on some sort of decent teams to get 200 saves.
Do they have a last name that's longer than 6 letters?
Yes.
Okay. That's kind of a longish last name.
Yeah.
It's a long name.
Yeah.
So we have one more question, and we need to make a guess.
Yes.
And it feels like Soriano's our heaviest lean.
That's all we've got.
Yeah. And I don't know who that is.
He was pretty good.
Yeah.
We requested the first hard, and we've received it.
Yeah.
Our first question, we knew it was a pitcher, and it's been 19 more questions.
A reliever.
Yeah.
We got that early.
Reliever made this difficult.
Tired.
I think you got to use this hint to just figure out if it's a certain person. And if not, you just...
Is there anything that helps
What's
us?
that mean?
What does that mean?
That's a whole game.
We've been doing that for 20 questions.
No, because like you try and shrink the field with every question, right? But when you're down to the end,
Okay.
you got to just kind of
We need 2
pick
shots.
someone and be like, all right.
I thought we only got one shot.
Yeah.
But like it
So I'm
does
saying
it
use
does
this
it rhyme
question to
with
figure out if it's right.
Soriano?
Right. Because that's our current only guess.
Yeah.
That's all
so
we
we
got.
should try to eliminate.
Yeah.
See
this
if it's
guy.
not him.
And
And
then
then it reopens the board.
if it is him, our final guess is it Soriano?
Who is his primary team?
I mean, he was on the Yankees. I know him from the Yankees, but he was a good closer for a while.
What year was he on the
Hopped
Yankees?
around. He was in like the Yankees' funky years after Mariano. Okay, Rafael Soriano. Does Soriano rhyme with Mariano?
Yeah.
Right? Mariano, Soriano. That
Yeah.
rhymes.
That rhymes.
I know.
Does this player's last name rhyme with Mariano?
Sure does.
Punch it, Jake.
We have to guess. Is
Your
this
final
player
question.
Rafael Soriano?
This player is Rafael Soriano.
Come on! Are we nice?
Let's go.
Jolly stinks. Jolly stinks. Jolly stinks.
You had it on your board at
When?
like question 14, and then you just dodged it forever.
We had it.
I didn't
So-
know anything else.
So here's the funk with what you guys were asking. He started his career with 6 years on the Mariners, and then he pitched for 2 AL East teams, and then he bounced to like every different division.
What
So-
AL East teams?
AL East he
Yankees?
was on the Rays, and he had his most saves in a season ever. And then he spent 2 years on the Yankees. So that was enough to be primarily that division. Because when he was on the Mariners, he didn't pitch all that much.
So
didn't
he
get a lot
was
of
never an
chances.
angel?
He's never an angel. Wow. What else did you guys ask?
I'm so glad we didn't get the first Jolly L.
I thought there was
was
no
tough.
way.
Good job. Good ball knowing, Jake.
He pitched in 2015 for 6 games, so you guys just retire before
Wow.
2015 question.
That's
kinda
bullshit.
Didn't help you that much.
Mm,
Other than that, you guys were you're just dancing around him for a while.
I can't.
That's it.
He was the only name we had
He's
for
the
a
only name.
reason.
Yep, because he was right. Good job.
200 saves was good.
Dan Rourke's gonna have to cut that one up. This is
That
an
might be a
hour
separate
recording.
video.
No, that's a classic We Got Ice 2 recording.
I think it's a part 1.
Thank you
Easy
guys
medium.
Yeah.
so much for watching. Leave a like on the video. Let me know if you got this player before the 3 of them did. Subscribe, all that good shit. We'll see you next time.